great to have you with us from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins, Colorado. The Pac-12 race starts, and it starts in earnest with this showdown that we have in store for you. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the Colorado State Rams. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. And the Beavers ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Colorado State Rams offense will go to work first. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play.
Son of a...
win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Mosley. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him.
There we go.
And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Rams are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down.
Here we go.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their...
Ooh.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Oh.
They get to him as he throws. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. And the Rams will call on their punt team. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up
Coverage.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes the grab. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Got room to work. Got a little grass. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. Alive.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
On the move to his left. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And whistles as we stop play. A man down, they'll check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. They'll run it. It's McMillan. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation.
He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. On the option.
Just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll...
As they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Murphy. Will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through the tackle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Quick strike through the air for the score. That corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
And the Rams decide to punt it away. Here's the return. couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Nice move there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Running inside, it's Hatcher. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for a man, it's Murphy. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Right on target this time. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here comes the option. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They're setting up the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used the timeout. Wants to throw on first down. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break.
Really?
55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio update. The Rams will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Catching up with Oregon State's head coach here to start the half. A lot of positives to take away. They have a lead and performed well in their Pac-12 conference opener in the first half. But that's not good enough. He said, we can be even better, and I want our players to have that same level intensity to start the third quarter.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This is a huge drive for this offense. Down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game.
No.
First play of the drive, wants to throw.
Oof.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Strong, firm tackle. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking for a deep man. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Rams will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Not what
They
I
want
called.
a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Come on.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Pulls it and runs it again. Here's a little room there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Rams are flying down the field. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Okay. We get it.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. 1st down and 5 after the penalty. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Keeps it on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And his first pass
that was a
is
miss.
incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wants to throw. It's Murphy. The short hands. It's Nolan. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Newberry. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the offense found no success with the backward going pass. How about a forward pass on second and long? Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on third down.
Dang.
The Beavers will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. And the Rams will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Newberry. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The option, he'll keep it. He'll pitch it. Picks up the 1st down. Finding some room. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now on the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. The pitch. Turning it on. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Snagged out of the air. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Beavers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one.
Touchdown, Oregon State! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll take it on the return. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And they're able to get him down.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Line gets set, 1st down. To the air, it's Murphy. Under fire. On the move and looking. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead,
that was almost a pick.
he's still taking shots.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Beavers! A great catch and run for 6. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires on the run. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by.
It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Throws to the wideout.
Oh, no.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up.
That was garbage.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball.
Dang it.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. He's got it. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. And the Rams, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Goodness.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Garbage.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass. And
the extra point splits the uprights. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Are you kidding me?
So many times these don't work. You practice them all week long. Nobody jump off sides. Make sure you stay on sides. Get down there as quick as you can. Hit the first person in front of you. Try to get a lucky bounce. And, man, if they didn't get one, and get the big onside kick.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. He'll be pulled.
Oh, we have such a good game going, too.
Yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The snap sets up the throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat.
And this is not decision time. This offense, it's green light the rest of the game. Down.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. On the option. The keeper. Quick toss. Taking it the other way. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Caught behind the line. It's Hatcher. Snags it and he's open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down and they're down to the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Finds his man. It's Nolan. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And the Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He'll bring it out. It's cool. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA